Isn't that nice? Here, now we can put this here.
So every night it's the same job for you, Steve?
Yeah. Got to tune a different kit every day.
Every day.
Big pain in the butt. But, you know, what you got to do on this kind of tour.
That's right.
I can't bring my drums everywhere because we fly to a different country every day. So I bring the cymbals, the pedal, this head. Oh shit. We'll put it on when it tours, you know, when the gig's over.
Electrical tape?
No, you don't have.
Bass, guitar, double mic.
So now my pedal back.
Is there any specific way you like to have your bass drum tuned?
Well, yes. I put in the little Remo pad, you know, that little Dave Weckl pad that goes, and I just tape it against the head with the clear Power Stroke 3. And then on the front head, I just have my own head that's got a little hole in the front, and then the felt strip, slight muffling.
Right.
Then I have the front head just a little bit higher pitched, and you know, I go for it. It's got a tone. I don't like too much muffling because it sounds too flat, especially when we play the jazz type of music. I like it sort of in between. I can still play like funk type grooves on this bass drum. Plus, when we play the straight ahead, it works. You know, it works.
So what's the key you're tuning in now?
I just try to get them to resonate with a nice tone.
So your drums sound different every night?
Basically, yes. Though they're pretty close, you know. I get them as close as I can to a certain type of sound that I like. But of course, no two kits sound exactly the same.
Of course. And how do you prefer your on-stage sound in combination with the band? Is there a certain type of monitoring you like to have?
I usually have everybody in my monitor, so I can hear clearly what they're doing. And then just a little bit of my bass drum. That's about it. I don't need much drums in the monitor.
Does it depend on how big the venue is as well?
Yeah, some venues, if they're real small, I may be able to hear the bass acoustically. But usually, because I set up on the side, I have to get the keyboards and the guitar.
So about the setup, Steve.
Yeah,
You were using this one for quite many years now. This typical setup.
a lot of years.
Never thought of changing anything.
Well, things change slowly. You know, had a second snare drum now
Set on
for
your
a few
list.
years. And
Set on your list. You wanted the Beta 52 for the kick. You might have in your right place.
yeah, that's okay. Change cymbals a lot. Use the same heads for a long time. You know, the clear ambassadors.
Right.
Power Stroke on the bass drum and the fiber skin diplomat on the snares.
And is this amount of toms? Is that?
Yeah, for like 20 years.
Yeah. So you feel most comfortable in this setup. That's basically it.
That's what I hear melodically.
Okay.
As a metal snare drum, my signature kit, which is coming. They're making 100 of my signature kits this year, and it has a snare drum that's very heavy, steel drum with chrome finish. And it's very very nice snare drum.
Sir, is it possible that you could get me a wet rag?
So how many out of the 100 are you gonna get?
Well, I'm going to get 2 of them,
Oh,
but
perfect.
they're going to be 0 and 101.
Perfect. That's excellent.
One for, I'm going to use one in Europe this summer, and then I keep one on the east coast of the U.S. and one on the west coast.
All right. Well, that's a fun question. How many drum kits do you have actually?
I have, right now, 3 kits in New York. A jungle set, a SQ2 set, and then my signature set.
Okay.
And then on the west coast I don't have my kit yet. I'll get it in September, I think, because I'll use it in the summer here. And then, but I have a Sonar Lights. Is that what they're called? Highlights.
Highlights.
You remember the Highlights?
Yeah.
Is it?
And that's the kit I have just set up in my home practice room.
Okay.
And then I have a very old sort of antique Sonar kit, jazz kit with an 18-inch bass drum. Really nice old one from the early 70s. And then I have one designer kit. Very nice green finish.
Okay.
I think that's it. Oh, and then a jungle kit, another jungle kit.
Another one. Okay.
Gotta have one on
In
each.
case you get bored.
No, but I use that for certain things. So.
Now what about cymbals?
Lots of cymbals.
So for instance, your kit at home.
I use pretty close to what I have live.
Okay.
Just similar type of cymbals. So I have a couple of sets of cymbals as well.
No special thingies that you
I have some
secretly
really nice,
try out or.
Well, I have some really nice cymbals that I use on certain records and stuff that I don't generally tour with, because they're really nice and they sound great on records, and they don't necessarily sound great live for a room like this.
Okay.
You know, but I use them on certain recordings, especially some of the old, you know, some nice old K's, and I got some good old, nice old snare drums
Now
and
it has
stuff.
signal out low and high, so you can take the keyboards are hard.
Do you recall who introduced you to tuning the drums for the first time?
I just learned by experimenting.
When you were younger, did you have any specific sounds in mind of sound like Tony Williams or something?
Williams and Billy Cobbin.
All right.
Big open drums like that.
Yeah.
You know, there's no, what do you call it?